Well, hello everyone. This is Friday night, Wednesday, third day of chemotherapy. He gets 2 doses a day. I wasn't going to make the video at all for today, but then I decided if I'm truly going to be recording what things are going on, then I need to record today. Today was a tough day because it was the first day where I started to see some of the effects of, chemotherapy. Now, I will say, I'm sure this is just a peak of things to come, and that I know God is protecting him, and it could be worse. But he pretty much just slept all day. He got his first dose like 8:30, and then within 30 to 40 minutes fell asleep, and he slept till like 1:32, and then he had a hot dog. And then he fell asleep again till about 5. He ate dinner and then fell asleep again. So sleeping, I guess, is the least of what could happen. It was a peaceful day. I did a lot of reading. So, in that aspect, but also I've been kind of, I don't want to say worried, but aware of things, that will be coming. Interestingly enough, though, there was an event here at the hospital today. Yeah, so while Flynn was sleeping and whatnot, he had woken up at about noon and said, I want a hot dog. And so I tried to order him one. Actually, it was probably before noon, maybe like 11 or 11:30. But then he immediately went to sleep. Well, while I was trying to order it, I put on this app, if you remember from a while ago, you can hit ASAP or you can choose a time starting 30 minutes from when you're ordering. So I put in ASAP because I knew he'd been sleeping and he would want the hot dog as soon as possible. But within minutes, I got a call from the catering or the cafeteria or whatever, saying, food service, whatever, saying that that they're going to cancel the order, that there's an event and they cannot leave the basement, I guess, where they make the food. So I'm like, that's strange. And so I'm like, okay. They're like, put it up in another 15, 20 minutes. Well, then I want to say she's maybe a CNA. At this point, I've mostly seen this gal wipe things. So 2 times a day, mid-morning and mid-afternoon, this gal will come in with a pack of like bleach wipes or whatever and wipe the surfaces of everything. All the things that are behind his bed, everything. She just wipes things down. And she came in and started typing on the computer. I'm like, I've only ever seen you wipe things. But anyway, she's like, oh, I'll put the order back up. She's like, it should be fine. She's like, there's something going on and they don't want you to leave the floor. I'm like, okay. And then like 10 minutes later, I got another call from food service and they said, no, they're going to cancel this order. They still can't leave the basement because lower levels where the cafeteria, where I order my food, and I guess where they prepare the food. So I'm like, well, that's strange. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait. And then the nurse came in and said, yeah, nobody can leave the floor that they're on. They're restricting movement throughout the hospital. Then in a few minutes, a guy came in. He had a tag that said he was an RN, and he said he was the charge nurse of the floor or something. And he said that there had been an announcement that was made, but nobody can hear it in the rooms, and that there was an event going on, that the police had been called, and they were doing their best to resolve this issue in a timely manner, and that until it was resolved, everybody had to stay in their rooms if possible, but for sure not leave the floor. And he's like, do you have any questions? And I said, no. He's like, if there's any procedures that need to be done, they're on hold until this event is solved. And Flynn's nurse is like, no, he already got his last treatment. So we were just waiting it out. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I have no questions then. And then it was like, I want to say for a full 2 hours, this shenanigans was occurring. Oop, Flynn's beep is going on. So then the guy, Flynn's nurse that day, Morgan, came in and said that everything was all clear and I could go to the basement. So I ordered Flynn's hot dog from the app, and then I went down. As I was leaving, that same charge nurse was back, and he's like, the event's all cleared, everything's settled, you can move about through the hospital again. So I wonder what kind of event was going on. But just a minute, Flynn's medication ran out, so when that does happen, I don't know which it is up there, this machine beeps, so I have to call his nurse and ask her to come in and turn this off. So just a minute here. Anyway, the event, she's coming. But I wanted to end this video before she comes in. But yeah, I guess that's all really for today. He's sleeping again. Thankfully though, because I was afraid he'd be up all night after all that sleeping he did. Okay, so the beeping's done. She took care of whatever it was over there that was upset. But yeah, that was the day. A lot of sleeping for Flynn. And the event. So I'm gonna have to, I already tried to ask the night nurse if she had heard what was going on. And either she was being pretty tight-lipped or she doesn't know yet. So I'm gonna see what I can find out in the next day or two. But yeah, I was a little worried, but not really, when you said that the police were here and taking care of it. So, interesting. But I do feel very well protected. All right, you guys, keep your prayers for Flynn as he starts, I think, the tougher portion of his journey. Yeah, no crochet or knit today. I've only been reading. I do have some things I want to work on, and maybe I will. I don't know. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.